Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk a little bit about the ordering for the new 2024 Dodge Charger Daytona. If you caught my live stream the other night, it was the first time I ever live streamed. It was kind of glitchy, but it was alright. Had a lot of fun doing it. But I wanted to talk today about some odd things about this ordering that's kind of confusing for this car. But I want to go through it and kind of show people when Dodge says that ordering is open, it is open, but there's a huge catch to it. So let's go back through. I'm going to play this video real quick. I want you guys to kind of watch it. This is Matt McAleer. He is the new Dodge CEO. He's a car guy, whatnot.
Today is finally here. Today is first call as we officially open for orders on the all-new 24 model year Dodge Charger Daytona. At Dodge, we are dedicated to pushing the boundaries, and with this new muscle car, we are just getting started. We know performance drives our enthusiasts, and that is why for the inaugural 24 model year, every RT comes with a factory-installed direct connection Stage 1 upgrade. Every Scat Pack includes the track pack and the factory-installed direct connection Stage 2 upgrade. And they all include the choice of an at-home Level 2 charging station or $600 in charging credits through Free to Move Charge. Plus, they all qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit when leased. We are so excited for you to experience the next generation of muscle that we have one more special, over-the-top performance package for those that place their order with a dealer by October 31st. You'll get a full 2 days of performance driving instruction at the Radford Racing School in Chandler, Arizona, with a driving curriculum specifically designed around the all-new Charger Daytona. And when you get there, they will have a first call Pratzog welcome kit waiting for you. And for the true race glove treatment, our Dodge Charger Daytona VIP Concierge will be available to you to answer all of your questions and get you scheduled for the racing school. So head on over to Dodge.com and check out our all-new 360-degree 3D configurator. You can link out to our horsepower locator on DodgeGarage.com to find a dealer near you that is certified to sell the all-new Charger Daytona. The next generation of American muscle will start arriving in Dodge Charger Daytona certified dealerships in the fourth quarter. We look forward to seeing you behind the wheel of the world's quickest and most powerful muscle car.
Okay, so there's some interesting things in that video I want to go through. So for 2024, the model year, like he said, if you get an RT, let me get rid of this part of the screen. If you get an RT, you automatically get the Stage 1 upgrade. So what that adds is 40 additional horsepower. So you get 496 horsepower instead of 456, but you still get 404 foot-pounds of torque, okay? For 2025, you're going to have to pay for that. That's going to be an additional cost. If you go to the Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack for 2024, you automatically get the direct connection Stage 2 upgrade, okay? What that does is it adds 80 horsepower, and it gives the car 670 horsepower. The problem is, if you get a 2025, it comes standard with 590 horsepower. So when you see these performance figures for the 2024 car, oh, it's just as fast as a Hellcat. That is with the Stage 2 kit, okay? According to my sources, this kit is going to cost $3,200 in 2025. $3,200 to get the additional 80 horsepower. Torque should be the same, but 80 additional horsepower is going to cost you $3,200, okay? So keep that in mind. Another important thing is if you buy the car, they make it sound like it's only for the first edition cars or the first call cars. That is untrue. If you buy a Stellantis battery electric vehicle, full electric vehicle, it doesn't matter if it's a new Wagoneer S, the upcoming Recon, the Charger Daytona, Stellantis will give you either a Level 2 free to move charger for your house, or you can get $600 in charging credits through the Free to Move Charge app. Now, the question I had for Dodge was, and I'm still waiting to hear back on it, is I live in Detroit. I don't know where there's a Free to Move charger at all. So I don't know if these credits are good for anything. So like there's actually quite a few not quite a few, but there's some EV Go that's owned by GM chargers around here. I don't know if you can use it there or not. So keep that in mind. If you live in an apartment and you obviously don't have anywhere to charge your car, you're probably going to pick these credits, okay? But this is for any electric vehicle that is bought for 2024 and going into 2025. The next very interesting thing he said was this: a $7,500 federal tax credit, the full $7,500 federal tax credit when leased. So if you're buying this car, you won't get the full tax credit. I don't know why. The tax credit stuff for EVs keeps changing and changing and changing. But if you lease the car, you'll get it. If you buy it, you won't. And I don't know how much you're going to get if you buy it. So keep that in mind. It's kind of weird. So when he talks about all this stuff, like the Radford Racing School. Hold on here, if I can pull it up. The Radford Racing School in Chandler, Arizona. Now, if you buy an SRT product in the past, like if you go and buy a brand new Hellcat Durango, or it used to be if you bought a Scat Pack as well, you got an automatic 1 day, basically schooling day at the Radford Racing School. When Dodge says this, they are not paying for you to fly out and paying for your accommodations, okay? So this 2 day event, you have to pay to fly out, take time off of work, and go to the school. Not a lot of people do this. It's kind of a good ploy, but what he says in the next thing is kind of hilarious, because he says once you get out there, they will have an actual like gift box for you, a special gift for you once you get out there. For those who won't go, I'm pretty sure they'll just send it to your house. The thing is, in that box, you'll get a special pair of Dodge driving gloves. There should be a couple other trinkets, and they really didn't say much else. Oh, there's going to be a certificate of authenticity for the car. So basically, Matt Meckler's going to sign something, maybe somebody else from the Dodge design studio. Okay? So that's going to be kind of like what they do for the Mopar year packages, something similar to that. But that's what's going to happen. But in order to get this stuff, you have to, minus the charger, obviously, the actual charging, the level 2 charger, $600 in credits, you have to order the car by Halloween. Okay, so October 31st. So keep all this in mind. They have a concierge, a VIP concierge, that's going to set up the if you want to go to the Radford event, or kind of help you take your order. I don't understand how that's going to work, because what they want you to do is they want you to go to dodgegarage.com, and they talk about the configurator and all this stuff, and you're going to be able to build your charger. That is not true. The 2024 cars are pre-configured. And I'm going to go through. I broke it all down on Mopar Insiders. This is why I wanted people to... I wanted to go through this, not just on the live stream, but on this video. I think it's very important that people realize that you're not ordering the car that you actually really want, unless you want like a fully loaded car. So let's go through the options. I went down on Mopar Insiders and I broke it all down for everybody to kind of see. I want you guys to look at this car here on the screen. This is an RT Stage 1, obviously. This is a beautiful color. This is called After Dark, okay? This one here, I took this picture at Woodward, at the Dream Cruise, at the Dodge exhibit when Jay Leno came. This car was also at Roadkill Nights. It features a couple of direct connection things, like the really cool Fratzog stripes. Looks really cool. I love the color. If you're not familiar with the color, it is the same exact color that's on the Chrysler Pacifica minivans. That's called Fathom Blue. And what it does is it's kind of like a translucent kind of color. Like in this picture, it looks really dark, like a dark blue. but in the sunlight, it kind of looks like almost like a metallic teal. It's really cool. It has so many different looks. It can look dark blue and it can kind of look teal and green. It's a really cool color. But I want you to keep that color in mind because we're going to talk about these different cars that you're going to be able to order. So these are the pre-configured first call packages. If you look here, I broke it all down to, there's 17 packages altogether. There's 7 for the RT and there's 10 for the Scat Pack. Okay? And these are the only packages you can order for 2024. Now, the funny thing is there was colors like that orange color, Peel Out. Peel Out was shown during the launch. You've seen it on like the 4-door model. They had a couple pictures of a 2-door Charger with it. That color is not available for 2024. There was also a color that kind of looked like B5 blue. It's called Bludacious. That color will also be available in 2025, not for 2024, and it's going to be available late 2025. So keep that in mind. So basically we get 5 colors, okay? So we get triple nickel, diamond black, white knuckle, red eye, and after dark. So if you're going to order an RT, all RTs come with all-wheel drive. All the electric Chargers are all-wheel drive at the moment. There's rumors that a GT rear-wheel drive model will join in 2025. But for now, we're going to talk about the 2024 cars. So if you look here, if you're going to buy a triple nickel car, it has a black interior. You get these 3 packages, okay? So basically, you have to buy the Plus Group, which is a $5,000 option. This is the package that gives you the better seats, gives you ventilated seats, kind of like the leather stitched dash. It also gives you the frunk out front, because if you just buy the standard car without the Plus package, you do not get a frunk, okay? You basically don't have any storage under the hood, and the frunk storage on the new Charger Daytona isn't that big. But you get a whole bunch of different unique amenities, okay? It's very similar to the Plus packages of the past on the Charger from before. Then we have a new package called the Sun and Sound package. The Sun and Sound package is for 2024. The Charger Daytona comes with, you can get it with the Sun and Sound package. The Sun part is an all-glass roof panel. So there are no, this is the kind of bummer part about it. There is no sunroofs in the car. You have a glass roof instead. I personally don't like the glass roofs. I think if something happens to it, it's expensive to replace. It would have been cool if they would have done a panoramic retractable roof like what they did in the 300. But unfortunately, this is all glass. The sound part of that package is, before they had a Harman Kardon sound system, now they have an 18-speaker Alpine Pro premium sound system. So if you get the Sun and Sound, you get the glass roof, and you get that. I believe, I don't remember the price. We can look at it later. And then each one of these fully loaded cars for the RT also comes with a black top package. So you get the dark wheels like what we've seen on that After Dark car, as well as you get black badging. Okay? But if you look through these packages here, you'll notice there's diamond black, black interior, white knuckle, black interior, red eye, black interior, After Dark, black interior. And all those cars are fully loaded. All right? Now keep in mind, too, that the base car, Dodge released pricing, they said the base price is $59,000, and then you pay an extra $2,000 for destination. So you're looking at $61,000 for an RT. $61,000. That's nuts. And all of these cars, none of these options have some kind of package on them. So if you're looking here, if you want just the Plus Group, you don't want any other options, you want the cheapest Charger Daytona model, you can only get it in diamond black. It's with a black interior, Plus Group. The Plus Group's again like $5,000. So you're looking at almost $66,000 for the cheapest 2024 car. Okay. If you want a red interior for 2024, you can only get the red interior in diamond black exterior, and it can only come with the Plus Group and the Sun and Sound system. So if you really wanted it a red interior, you can't get a fully loaded car with a red interior. You can't get just the Plus Group. You have to get this package. So do you see what I mean when I say that this, you can order your Dodge Charger Daytona and configure it? You can't. These are pre-configured packages. So we're going to look at these packages here real quick. I want to show you the Scat Pack, and then we're going to talk about availability. Okay. Scat Pack models, very similar. Now, one thing to keep in mind is all 2024 Dodge Charger Scat Pack models not only get the Stage 2 upgrade, but they also come standard with a track pack. Okay, so what the track pack does is it gives you the dual mode suspension, it gives you the big Brembo brakes, and it gives you massive tires. So basically you get 325s on the rear and 305s up front. Even though the cars are all-wheel drive, you get 325 rear tires on it. So it's massive, okay? But if you look through here, you have the same five colors. And basically, if you look, all the fully loaded cars, if you look here, the track pack, Plus Group, Sun and Sound, and then we have a carbon and suede package. So the carbon and suede package, I think, is like $3,600, and it adds some really cool looking carbon fiber panels to the doors, a nice suede dash, or suede trim dash, suede headliner, suede A-pillars, suede and leather seats. It also adds carbon fiber to the instrument panel and the lower instrument panel, and carbon fiber mirrors for the exterior. So that's cool. It looks really good, but again, another $3,600. I was lucky enough to have one of my dealer friends reach out to me and show me the price of one of these fully loaded cars, and it was $83,000 US, just over $83,000 US after destination. So a Scat Pack model is $83,000 for 2024, if fully loaded. The one interesting thing is, we don't know if they're going to have the base models are going to stay at the same price, or if they're going to drop a little bit because they're not getting the stage kits for 2025. So keep in mind, all the pricing I'm talking about is 2024, nothing about 2025. But as you can see, all the colors are available with the fully loaded package. We drop down, we get rid of the carbon and suede package. We want just the Plus Group and Sun and Sound package. All the color, those three cars are all with black interiors. You can get triple nickel, diamond black, or white knuckle. And then if you go down here, all the rest of the cars are diamond black. So obviously diamond black is going to be the most popular color for 2024. If you look here, these cars come with just the track pack and Plus Group. And these ones come with the track pack and Sun and Sound. So if you want a red interior, you have two choices. You can either get a track pack Plus Group or a track pack Sun and Sound package, okay? So please keep those in mind when you're looking for, if you're really interested in one of these cars, just keep that in mind. Again, Plus Group, here's the stuff that's included in it. You get premium IP door panels. You get on the RT, you get the 16-inch digital cluster that the Scat Packs get standard, 360-degree surround view camera, wireless charger, premium LED headlights, 20-inch tires, 18-inch tires come standard on the RT for 2024, but there is no no standard car, so it doesn't make sense. You look $1,100 for the blacktop package. There's $2,500 for the Sun and Sound package, and you're looking at $3,000 for the carbon and suede package. If you do decide to get a Scat Pack and you want to get 3-season tires, that will set you back about $700, $695. Okay. So let's take and go back, and let's say, looking at these options, let's say I really want that after dark car. So what you have to do now is you have to come to Dodge website, Dodge Garage, and you have to look for the model that you're specifically looking for. Okay? You can't just go and order that car. as a pre-configured car. They're only building X amount of cars. And if you look right now, so far, this was updated today, there is only 1,155 allocations so far. And what Matt McAleer, if you didn't catch what Matt McAleer said, is they are only being sold by Charger Daytona certified dealers. So in order to sell these electric vehicles, dealers had to put down more money for special lifts. They had to put a charging system in at their dealer. And some small dealers, like my in-laws live up in Tawas, Michigan. There's a small dealer there, a Chrysler Dodge dealer, that only has maybe like 12 cars on their lot. I can guarantee they're not a certified Charger Daytona dealer because they couldn't afford to put a charging system and everything else on it. So I guarantee that they will not get allocations for these cars. But these are all the dealers that got it. And again, there's only 1,155 cars allocated for 2024 so far. Okay? And if you look over here, I put the entire U.S. I put my old zip code in here. I put the entire U.S. Charger Daytona 2-door. Okay? I'm not doing it by 50 miles or 100. I did it, so that's 1,155 allocations so far in the entire U.S. Another thing you'll notice, some dealers have 2 allocations, some have 1. Dealers that are in more of a populated area have 2 allocations. Dealers like the dealer that I always deal with, my favorite dealer, St. Clair Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, they are kind of out in the middle of, not nowhere, but they're in a small town. They only get 1 allocation, okay? But how the Dodge horsepower locator works is this is the same kind of crap that we had to go through for the last call cars. Not every dealer is putting in, you can't just go to a dealer and say, hey, they got 1 available order, I want a Scat Pack model. Each dealer was already given a pre-allocated car. So we're going to look at that After Dark car, right? It's a cool color. That's really the color I would get if I was going to buy one of these cars. Now keep in mind, there's going to be more colors in 2025, the Destroyer Gray, Peel Out, and that Blue Dacious color, but they are not available for 2024. So I'm going to pick After Dark. So if you come over here, you'll notice this is RT all-wheel drive, 496 horsepower, stage 1. This is the breakdown of the packages that I wrote down on the website. So After Dark is only available with the Plus Group, Sun and Sound, black top, and black seats. So if I click this, there is only 80 of those cars allocated, and it just so happens that that car is it will be sent to St. Clair Chrysler Dodge. Okay? So here's the thing. This dealer I've dealt with so many times. I know everybody there. They're super nice people. I bought my 300 through them. I bought a Ram 1500 through them. My family's bought tons of cars from this dealer, okay? I know that they wouldn't put money on the, like, extra money on the hood of these. But what the problem was with the last call cars, the 2023 cars, was you had to do the same thing. We had to find the car that you want, and a lot of dealers were like, yeah, we'll put 10 grand on it because we know how rare it is. Well, obviously out of those 1,155 allocations, there's only 80 of these cars in the U.S. So if I want that color in that model and I'm limited to that car, this car is 21 miles away from me. The next one is 158. The next one's 175, then 214. So I better hope that I get there and they sell it to me. Now, what some dealers were doing prior to the end of the last call stuff was they were saying, hey, we'll you come out to our dealership, put money down on it, and we'll sell you the car. Well, what Dodge didn't realize was the dealers were telling people, yeah, you can put money down on this car, and then they were selling them out from under them because somebody offered them more money. This is what's bad about this Dodge horsepower locator. This is the worst system to order a car. If they were smart, they would have done the same thing that they did for the 300C launch, build certain colors, build only like 2 specs of cars, who cares if they're fully loaded, whatever, and basically have you put a request in for an order, the concierge calls you, you pick the dealer that you want to go to, and you pick the color. That would have been so simple to do. But the problem is now you're fighting with people over cars. Okay, let's say we want an RT, but we want the one with red seats. So there's only one package with red seats. It's the Diamond Black Plus group with red seats. There's only 2 of them right now available in the U.S. One's in Connecticut, one's in Massachusetts. Both are, one's 500, about 530 miles away. The other one's about 600 miles away from me. So what's to stop dealers from having these, knowing that they only have 2 of these cars across the nation? If somebody wants those red seats bad enough and they can't get them for 2024, what's stopping these dealers from saying, hey, we're going to put $10,000 on the hood of these cars? Makes no sense, right? So let's go to the Scat Packs. Let's do After Dark again. I think it's a great color. Let's click it. There's only 23 of those cars for the U.S. right now that have been allocated. There's only there's 2 in Michigan. 2 in Michigan. Okay? One's 28 miles from me. So I have a chance if I want to go 138 miles away or 132, I can probably buy one if this one's going to be bought already. So do you see the problem with this? Like, if you really want a car bad enough, dealers can mess with you. And that's the problem Dodge has not understood, is there some of their dealers, not all of them, there's some great dealers out there. And I'm not trying to single out dealers, but there are some dealers out there that have messed with people. And if you can go to any YouTube channel like Butter the Insider, OC Motivator, TK's Garage, all those, and watch these people kind of screw over people and they get called out on it. This is the kind of stuff, this horsepower locator is the exact reason why they do this kind of crap. And I hate it. If you want a Scat Pack with red seats, let's do the Track Pack Plus group. There's only 32 of them. 32 of these cars in the U.S. If you want one with just the Track Pack Sun and Sound group with the red seats, 1 car. And it's 530 miles away from me. If you want the Diamond Black one that has the Sun and Sound and Track, obviously just the one option on it, these are going to be the cheapest. This is going to be the cheapest Scat Pack model you can get. There's 3 of them. So now you guys can kind of see the problems with this whole setup. There is a couple cool things with the Dodge Garage website, though. If you click this car, like let's go back to the one I really like, you can hit download specs, and they give you this really cool sheet. Although this isn't the car for some reason. This is a red one. I don't want red. This should. Last night it gave me an after. This is weird because last night it gave me a totally different car. This one says it's red for some reason, but here's all the options on the car. You can see, you probably can't see behind my picture, but 400 volt battery system, 496 horsepower, 456 horsepower base configuration, stage 1 kit adds 40 horsepower, all-wheel drive, rear mechanical limited slip differentials, Brembo 6-piston fixed front calipers. They put from calipers instead of front. Floating 1-piston rear caliper. You get the R-Wing, of course, 20 by 10 inch black noise wheels. You get the 275 40 Goodyear Eagle Sport all-season tires. Lit front and rear Fratzog emblems. Fradsonic chambered exhaust, full glass roof, which is fixed and tinted. Dark RT fender badges. You do get the mood lighting, the attitude adjusted lighting. Heated flat bottom steering wheel. Pistol grip shifter. Heated and ventilated front row. Heated second row. The 12.3 inch Uconnect 5 system. The 16 inch digital cluster. 18 speaker Alpine Pro system. Black leatherette seats and heads-up display. So, but this is a fully loaded RT, okay? And again, you're going to be trying to fight other people on buying these cars if you're interested in these cars. This car is very controversial. I mean, I see there's a reason why this car is here. There's a lot of people that will be attracted to Dodge for the first time, being able to get an electric Dodge Charger Daytona. And I think that this could have good applications if they were to bring back a V8. It would balance the whole thing out. But the horsepower locator is just, it's a headache. I hate it. I think it's one of the worst marketing schemes ever, and it just benefits dealers. It kind of upsets me in a way. So be cautious. And if you're really wanting a certain car, take and really explore the dealer. See if they're a dealer that's going to not put money on the hoods of these cars. There's so much inventory right now out there. It'll be very interesting to see how many dealers will actually try to put markups on these cars. So again, I want you guys to be cautious. I want you guys to look around. And I just wanted to give you an update. This is how the system works. It's not like you go on Dodge.com. Oh, I like this yellow Scat Pack, and I'm going to go to the dealer and order it. It's not how it is. It's a totally different system. It's just like the last call cars. So keep that in mind. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them as much as possible. If you guys want to read more about this stuff, go to moparinsiders.com. I'm always writing stuff on there. There's at least 3 articles a